NASDAQ, which is the company that oversees all the different tech stocks, is worth billions of dollars, once said on their website that some of the most profitable and productive trading is accomplished through selling options for income. You can make money on the way up and on the way down in any market. By selling options, you control all aspects of your capital, including risk outcomes on particular trades. These people have more experience with options trading than most of us will ever have in our lifetime, and they even agree that selling options is the number one way to produce income because you can control your risk and make money no matter what the market does. And my name is Austin Booley, and you probably don't know me, but I totally agree with that statement. I found so much success when I moved from swing trading and day trading to options selling, and I'll prove that to you. Despite having a relatively large savings from a previously successful business, I still feared that I couldn't provide for my fiance, now wife, because I had no consistency with my trading. Who here has ever proposed before? And if you have, or if you've ever been through any one of those major life situations like getting married or losing your job or having your first kid, you understand the weight and the pressure that comes from knowing that you have to provide for somebody else. Whether that be for yourself because you're moving out for the first time, or because you're getting married, it's for your future wife, or having your first kid and you just want to be able to make sure that you can provide a life for them, for that kid, for your wife, that you can be proud of, and that you can also be fully present in. You want to be able to spend time with these people and not working your butt off all the time and not able to make a genuine connection with the people that you truly love. And that was one of the problems I was having. I just got engaged and I was like, you know what? I have to provide for this person, not only because that's my job, but because I want to. I love this person and they deserve that, not only the provision, but also my time and attention. And despite loving trading, that was something that I could never get, is the ability to have consistent profits without being fully consumed by the market. And so when I started selling options for the first time, I realized this is it. If I sell options, I become the insurance company. I have a really high win rate. I make great money. There's nothing much I have to do because it's a very long-term play. And that allowed me to start generating consistent monthly income. I started with credit spreads, and then I went to selling puts, and that just allowed me to generate consistent monthly income. And when I started doing that, I was able to finally get over the fear of providing until my problems got traded up. Instead of having to worry about being consistent, I had to worry about a whole nother set of problems that came with options selling that I wasn't aware of when I first got started. But just to set the frame here, what are some of the pros of selling options and why I love it so much and will continue to always do it? Number one is monthly income. As NASDAQ said, you can make money in bull markets, flat markets, bear markets, no matter what the market is doing. You can also have leveraged returns. It requires less money to make good money. Also, making money from time decay, just waiting and having patience in the trade makes money. Guys, if you're a stock trader, the trade has to go somewhere, and particularly in your favor for you to make money. But now, no matter where it goes, just by waiting it out, you make money as an options seller. Not only that, you have tax advantages. When you trade futures or index options, you can save up to 15 to 20% of your tax when you're selling options. Guys, how great is that? We all hate paying taxes, and now not only can you have a more consistent strategy, more consistent income, but you can also have less taxes. Who here thinks that's amazing? I think that's truly awesome. It's one of the amazing benefits of selling options. But when I traded up these problems, what were some of the cons that came with selling options? Is I had no stop losses. Guys, when you go from the stock world to the option selling world, it's very hard because stocks have these very amazing, strong set of stop losses that I can set to protect my downside. But the options market, you can't do stop losses. Who here has tried to do a stop loss on options? It just doesn't work because the price moves so fast. Market makers see your order, and you can never get a good fill on a stop loss. So now, because of no stop losses, my mind is constantly consumed and worried about what are my trades doing. And it's worried so much that I'm checking it first thing when I wake up, before I go to bed, during the day, at every free moment, because if the market goes down, I could lose thousands, and I have no stop loss to protect myself. Not only that, options selling opens you up to unlimited loss. Guys, you can lose more than you invested in a trade with options, and that's how risky it is. However, despite that being a thing, this almost never happens, but still the risk is there, and it's really hard to sleep at night when you know you have that much risk on the table and no way to limit it with a stop loss. You also have the volatility risk of the market. When volatility goes up, your positions, the losses go up dramatically. And that's something that's very hard to proactively measure and account for. And it could lead to you losing thousands of dollars. And so despite options being so consistent, there are a few major cons that, if not managed correctly, could lead to you losing thousands and giving up the freedom that you now think or thought that you achieved with option selling. Last but not least, because of all these risks, some of the cons of selling options is that you have to check your broker, and you're very concerned with different events that happen in the market, like earnings, FOMC, which would be interest rates, and things like that. So I created a way to completely automate your options trading strategy and remove the three biggest cons so that you can now have stop losses that don't get rigged or messed up by market makers, where you no longer have to worry about the unlimited risk or volatility risk, and where you don't have to be stuck to your phone monitoring your position every 24 hours, 24/7. And so what I learned is that we live in a world where automation dictates a lot of what we do, where we can kind of put things on autopilot. And if we can do that with options trading, not only can we have that consistent income that comes from options selling, but we can have the peace of mind and reduction of risk that comes from having bots kind of manage those positions for us. So I created something that's super top secret that I'll be sharing more about in a second. Now, because of what I created, I make $5,923 per month on autopilot. Here's a screenshot from my broker last month, from April 27th to May 27th. I made $8,173. Now again, to factor in commissions and fees, I made roughly $8,000 last month. Guys, this profit was completely automated. The entries, the stops, the hedges, everything. While I spent quality time with my wife, played pickleball, and enjoyed the outdoors hiking. Who here would like to actually have their whole system that they currently do now, that they know makes money, but automating the entire thing so they can spend time with the people they love and doing things that they actually enjoy? Guys, if that's you, let me know. All right. So not only have I been able to do that for myself, but what I love even more is that I've been able to do that for 40 plus people who have been able to do it too. Ryan connected his account into the system that I'll be sharing here in a second. It made $3,500 in his first 30 days. Roman made $100 in his first 30 days with this small account, and David made $1,000 in his first 30 days. Guys, isn't it so cool that people who have no experience can actually connect it into this system and it makes money for them? Oh, that's why I love this system that I'll be showing you here in a second. Not only that, but Dean, somebody else with a small account, made $700 in his first 30 days. Who here would like to make $700 in your first 30 days? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that something we all want? Look, I've done a lot of things right, and I've done a lot of things wrong. And so the hard way that I've learned over the past 8 years has sucked, and it looks like this. It took me about 6 months to learn option selling strategies. What's out there? What is it? How does it work? And why does it work? Again, I was learning from things like courses and YouTube and podcasts, and it took almost half a year to finally comprehend all these strategies. Not only that, because I'm a numbers person like many of you are, I was like, I need to understand all the numbers behind these strategies. What are the back tests? And so I spent $500 on back testing software and a month of my time of every single day, every single night, back testing every weird thing I could with these strategies to understand what are the outcomes, what are these different scenarios that can happen. And if you're anyone or any way like me, you will probably backtest strategies too. And so after you kind of pin down the strategy that you want, the next thing you need to do is you need to analyze stock charts. You need to understand, wait, what is the market doing right now? What's the best strategy for it? How can I do it based on all the backtests I've done? And analyzing charts not only takes an hour a day, but it typically costs you about $1,000 to buy different types of charting software so that you can actually do it. Not only that, but entering trades is very hard. It takes an at least an hour a day, if not more, an hour to 2 hours a day. And when you're starting, you want that confirmation that you're doing the right thing. So you tend to sign up for an alerts program that honestly makes you no money, but it costs at least $1,000. And then we have to go into managing trades. And if you don't manage your trades correctly, you can lose upwards of $10,000 or more. $10,000 because that's the amount of money that I lost when I wasn't managing a position correctly because I was busy. And so if you're someone who's busy, who works a lot, who wants to spend time with their family after work and just can't watch your positions 24/7, then if you don't manage your trades correctly, you can easily lose $10,000. Now, in addition to all the work you have to put into trading, learning the strategies, entering trades, managing trades, there's an emotional cost that comes with it too. Even when you're not watching your trades, you're distracted and you're stressed because your mind's always preoccupied with what your trades are doing and how the market is performing. So the hard way of trading options can cost up to $12,000 and 7 months of your time. Who here wants to spend $12,000 in 7 months to figure out options and still end up losing a ton of money, right? That is exactly what I had to do in the beginning, and it sucked. And the continued cost of it is monitoring my positions for 3 hours every single day, and the stress that costs. So this is the hard way, guys. The hard way of options trading is this, and if you've been trading options for any amount of time, you know this is true. You know how hard it is to get started, to make money, and to actually do so in a very passive way where you can actually be hands off and have a certain peace of mind. Now, again, what's really awesome about this is I'm going to show you a way that you can automate your entire option strategy, and I'll actually be showing you that live in just 10 minutes, so that you can do it, in 10 minutes and not 7 months plus $12,000 of your time. So again, stay tuned because I'll be showing you exactly how to do that so that you can actually have passive income with peace of mind. All right, so I discovered this system the hard way, and because you're on this training today, you get to cheat and get the easy way.